Hello and welcome to the premiere edition of VYPE TV. I'm Bill Jones. TXA 21 and VYPE Magazine have come together to showcase local athletes, their schools, and their communities. Each Saturday at this time, we'll present the types of stories that have made VYPE High School Sports Magazine the most popular and successful high school sports magazine in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. So let's kick it off. This week on VYPE TV, we'll highlight one team that's having great success this season and another facing adversity. We'll also run down the hottest recruits in North Texas with David McNabb, author of the weekly McNabb Report. Then we'll introduce you to a Frisco mother of 7. Her love for family and the school's tennis program has helped her through difficult times. Later, we'll show you how a local coach has helped players in their lives off the field. And finally, we'll have some fun at a local drumline competition. You know, the Allen Eagles are a 5A team accustomed to winning seasons. This year is no exception. We visited one of their practices recently to see why.
Oh, anytime you can get 2 big wins to open the season up with, you always got to be pleased.
It's been well. I mean, we had a great summer 7-on-7 wise. Got a lot better with receivers, timing wise, and just chemistry. And I feel comfortable throwing anybody out there on the field.
Every day at practice, we test each other out every day, every snap. We tell each other to go full speed so that when we get in the game, we know what's expected.
Jonathan Williams takes that handoff, and across midfield he goes.
Really, the leadership of the senior group that we have, you know, they were a lot of experience coming back, but not necessarily starters, and so they have really shined in some big ball games so far.
Falls into the end zone, touchdown, Allen Eagles.
With having them running backs and quarterbacks and receivers like that, we know what they expect, and we know how to come at the routes, and how to come out for the run, how to come out for the passes.
Those guys are doing a great job for us.
It's gonna be a crazy night, and I'm really excited for it.
And just ran off the clock there for this Allen offense. Morris had the ball fall to the turf. He finds a man in the end zone. Touchdown, Andrew Rodriguez.
You gotta love winning. I mean, we're going out there, we're executing, we're playing as a team, we're meshing well, you know, and I'm really proud of ourselves.
And to talk more about those Allen Eagles, let's welcome in Tim Polzer, editor-in-chief for VYPE Magazine. He'll be joining us every week here. Thanks for being here, Tim.
Thank you.
And let's talk about Allen, because this is a team that started the season with a 33-27 win over Cedar Hill. A couple of weeks later, right here on TXA 21, they had a come-from-behind win over Longview. They just keep on keeping on in Allen, don't they?
Well, they do. You saw that play where Alec Morris dropped the ball,
yeah, dribbled the ball
right back to him, just found his receiver just like Coach Tom Westerberg had drawn it up. So, you know, it's not luck. You make your own luck. That's a great program. They just reload every year, and they've dominated one of the best districts in Texas the last 3 years.
That's right. That district that includes the Plano schools, and this year they're in the same district with the Louisville ISD schools, which includes Marcus, Flower Mound, and Hebron. All right, let's talk a little bit about Alec Morris, the quarterback, because the guy he replaced, Matt Brown, did wonders for Allen. Of course, Allen won the state championship 2 years ago. Last year, they lost in one of the most exciting football games I've ever seen, an overtime thriller in the second round of the playoffs against South Lake Carroll at Cowboy Stadium. But Alec Morris, he's just taken up where Matt Brown left off, hasn't he?
He is. I mean, Matt Brown was a starter since a sophomore, so Alec Morris has stepped in. He's had really competed well with the other competitors there at quarterback and really established himself as a starter. And he's a different kind of player, but they're having the same kind of success.
And the other thing that Allen has done recently, they've produced Division I talent. Of course, they had the big wide receiver Dan Buckner a couple of years ago. Wachakoos at Texas A&M, Stephen Terrell at A&M also. They've got a pretty fair wide receiver once again in Jonathan Lee, don't they?
They sure do, and they seem to be a receiver factory there at Allen, and it kind of goes towards their spread offense. They make them big, they make them fast, and they make them catch the ball really well.
And they produced some running backs there, too. Jonathan Williams, just a junior, and he emerged last year as a sophomore.
He did, and you know the running game can be a bit underrated or fly under the radar when it comes to Allen because they do throw the ball so much, but it's an integral part of their offense, and it goes a long way towards winning state championships.
All right, the second team we want to feature right off the top here, the Lake Dallas Falcons. They've been struggling this year, but aren't about to give up, and they've shown sparks of promise. Take a look.
We're needing to win awful bad, so we've had a rough stretch here the first 4 games.
Williams flushed out of the pocket and taken down.
We haven't started off our season as good as we wanted to, but district is just starting now, and these are the games that really matter.
And the kick is blocked by Davian Parrish, picked up by Fernando Joseph, and Joseph is off to the races. He will score.
We're looking to get back on track and play good football.
Yeah, every year we come up, try to do our best with hopes that we're going to win. We kind of mesh together as a football team, so we pretty much see each other as a family now.
I believe we'll make it to the playoffs because everyone here wants to play now. They don't want to give up.
We believe and we know that we're going to be a good football team, and we've worked hard every week, and we keep, we've seen some progress, and we're excited about what's to come for our football team.
That's a pretty good pass there for a 32-yard touchdown.
Well, Lake Dallas, they did show flashes with a win over Arlington Sam Houston 45-28 in the month of September. But really, Lake Dallas emerged last year behind a senior quarterback, James Franklin, who is now at the University of Missouri. Also, Darrell Williams, an elite left tackle prospect who's now at Oklahoma. It is sort of a rebuilding year this year. And Dalen Williams, their fine young quarterback, really looks special.
He does. It's hard to replace players like Franklin. Lake Dallas has really established itself the last couple of years, and they've really played well in a really tough 4A district with the likes of Denton Geyer and Denton Ryan. So they're definitely here to stay.
Yeah, you look at Dalen Williams right there. He can not only throw the ball, but shows there some toughness running the football, right?
I bet the defensive coaches like to see that.
Yeah, and that was a tough matchup a week or so ago against a Denton Ryan team that's loaded with Division I talent. But Lake Dallas, that program is really coming along.
It is, and they got a good attendance zone. They've got a good program, developmental program, so they're really going to compete well.
All right, Tim Polzer, he will rejoin us a little bit later here on VYPE TV. But coming up next here on VYPE TV, see how this Frisco mom found peace and strength on the tennis court.
One person's life, then I have made the difference that I have chosen to make.
Then later, our local expert gives us his picks of this season's top high school football recruits. But before we go to break, here's one of our favorite features. We call it Game Faces. We're showcasing some of the best high school sports photography in North Texas. You're watching VYPE TV, and we'll be right back. Welcome back to the premiere edition of VYPE TV. Well, known as Mama C, Melissa Clark is the much-beloved Booster Club president at Frisco Centennial High School. She's the mother of 7 daughters, and everyone plays tennis except Melissa. Her entire family plays tennis. Ironically, she doesn't. Yet her love of tennis and family helped her through some tough times. Meet Melissa in today's Family Affair.
It is definitely a blessing to have a huge family, and they all play tennis.
I absolutely love it. We all kind of do it together as a family. It's one of our family activities.
Sharon is she's very aggressive. Lauren, she's out there to win.
I've been playing tennis about 3 years.
How long have you been playing tennis?
Since I was like 4.
Melissa is the only one out of all of us who does not play.
I was never athletically inclined.
When she's gotten onto the team, she's become a team member. She's a mom to everyone.
They all call her Mama C.
When you look around these courts, you're going to see my 5 daughters, but if you look further, they're all my kids. If I can just touch one person's life, then I have made the difference that I have chosen to make.
She's always there, and we don't ever have to worry about her like missing a match or not caring, because she's there and she does care, and that's just the way she is. She's so into our life, and it feels good.
I was in the car, and we were just outside Centennial after practice, and she had told me that she had been diagnosed with cancer again.
I was really scared.
It was heartbreaking. I love my mom. She's the one rock in my life.
She constantly wants to help somebody else, and she doesn't want anyone helping her. And you know, with this bout with cancer, it's kind of been kind of a change for her. She's actually had to accept some help.
My daughters have stepped up to the plate. They've had to grow up a little faster because they weren't used to doing anything, and I didn't need them to. And then all of a sudden, where I tried to fill in all their needs, I became the one in need.
I felt like I needed to really step it up a notch and really help her.
I try to make her upbeat and do whatever I can for her.
They are better examples to me than I could ever be to them. I enjoy watching them enjoy their life, and they really truly do lift me.
Melissa and many others continue their fight against breast cancer. October is National Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and we wish a speedy recovery to those inflicted and look forward to the day this disease is curable. Coming up next, we head back to Collin County, meet a coach who's had an impact on players' lives off the field. Then we'll take you to last week's Plano drumline competition. But before we go to break, we'd like to introduce you to one of our most popular features in our monthly magazine. Triple Play tests parents' knowledge of some of their athletes' favorite things. This week, we picked the brain of WT White cornerback Nino Abundez. How well do his parents, Oscar and Abundez and Pam Pruitt, know their son? This week, you can see it's mom who knows best. We'll be right back.